So occasionally you get this thing where you close right on the high and then it collapses. But that's not really usual. Here you can see you close on the high and it goes down. So, or you close on the high and then it goes down. So, you have been seeing this, but typically, I like to see, this, where now I can understand where the risk is. When it's something closes like this, and then opens here, now, to my mind, does it look like it's going to go there? It looks harder to do that than maybe, go up. It has to greet that thing, then maybe it can turn. So it makes me nervous that all of these things I shorted on the high now are opening lower. I mean, obviously, I like that. I might just cover some of them. But on the other hand, I just am very bearish this market, right? So I'm just taking a view that, with Tesla, when we've had this extraordinary rally from 690 to 760 last night, my view is I'm just going to start getting a nibble in there. And my thing is, okay, if we open higher, I'm just going to keep shorting into that and building a position, because ultimately, and I don't really, it's hard for me to share this because sometimes you're going to do that and be on the wrong side, and you never want to add into a losing position. But this thing has been so hard that you kind of have to grab these things on the up move, before they start collapsing again. And these are all rallies and bear markets. This is a bear market, and we have all kinds of rallies, and these rallies can be extraordinary. And when they go green, it's like some of these stocks go up 30% in a day. I think Upstart was up $8 yesterday. It was a $36 stock. So whatever that percentage is, it was up 25% yesterday. So, these green moves are extraordinary.
But how do you know if it's like, say, it's just a rally, or you're not just telling yourself a fairy tale and getting yourself in all kinds of
so to me, it all the patterns, the market tells a story, right? So first off, we have this downtrend line. We basically kissed it. But, I look at what I call the governing patterns. And these patterns, govern or dictate. So this was a giant, there was a couple of head and shoulders, rectangle top, there was a double top here. And these patterns tell you the story, right? This is just, a counter trend move. And so the thing is, when does the story end? I mean, at some point, some the patterns give way to other patterns, but then the market needs to create another pattern, go down here and then go up. If it did this and started going up, I go, okay, well, now it's bottomed. But I don't believe in one-legged stools, meaning you see all these things, Microsoft, Apple, whatever, they went down and now they've bounced. Now, I don't believe really in V bottoms, where market just bounces once, finds a thing. And so all of these things, are like one-legged stools. You have a stool and, you have two legs and you just sit on it. What's going to happen? It's just going to tilt back over. So in order for this thing to go higher, it actually has to go lower in my mind. It has to come back, kiss this thing, do a key reversal. And then, if it wants to start going higher, I would look at it very differently. But I don't believe, in one-legged stools. And we have one-legged stools all over the place where, market went lower, Apple. Here, you went down, now you bounced for 4 days. Now, is that going to sustainable? Is that going to keep going up? I don't think so. So to me, you look at a 15-minute chart, get caught up in, wow, this thing looks like powerful. We've gone from 140 all the way to 150 in a straight bus ride. Now the market, this is Apple. It's got to be going up. But to me, what I look at is, what are the patterns? So, you have all of these, it's like Tesla, you have multiple patterns up here that just tells me this is just, so now what we've done is we broke down. This is what happens. You break a key area, everybody gets excited, then you come back and retest it to flush out the weak hands, and then, you roll over. Now, the problem is, again, I don't like to see everything kind of close on the high and then, go this way. First off, when something goes up like this, it doesn't kind of typically go down that quickly. You need to build. So to my mind, I want to see this thing close itself. I want to see this. If I start seeing this, and maybe even not even then, it's like, in order for this thing to go down, it kind of needs to kind of build sideways. And then if I saw something like this, then it's like, go to the bank. But the point is, I don't trust this little rally in here. I don't trust this. This is a one-legged stool. In order for this thing to go back up, it actually has to go down. And then if it wants to do this, then, I would look at this differently. But all of these things are one-legged stools. And that's why I kind of just shorted into the high last night, just too good to Tesla. Usually I just wait for a confirmation bar. And again, I feel a little bit reticent about, sharing this. But to me, I just take a view based on what the patterns are telling me. So Microsoft too, right? So we broke this key area, and I said, I think the other day, that I'm looking for the S&P to go back to 4,200, Microsoft to go and retest 270. And that's basically what's happened now. We broke down. Now we've had a 4-day flush. And, again, I don't believe that one day is going to, do this. It's not sustainable.
So you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.